See, we discussed yesterday about the various types of document date, posting date, and uh, translation date, and what are the various reports are generated, and how it will help on the day-to-day business. Okay, so what are the reports and how it will be used? Okay, sure. So today let's discuss about there is few pending topics which is in that. Then we'll move to the other things, guys. So so under that we have one important thing is reference. Okay. See, guys. Generally we need to update reference. Reference is nothing but normally many people are working with the same environment from the different locations. Like in a company, many people are working and posting the transactions for the same like a branch or entity, guys. So how can we identify who has posted this transaction? So, and we require some supporting documents for that. And we need to know what is this entry. If you have doubts, is it possible to identify without having a reference? So that's the reason while processing the transaction, we need to update one parameter, that is reference. Reference is nothing but which shows the user ID and as well as nature of transaction. Example in reference will be used only in SAP, guys. Okay, so no other environment they're using this. Okay, other environments they're using the another wording called as batch name. Okay, so reference is a combination of user ID and plus nature of transaction. Okay, nature of transaction. So example, we are processing the rent payment entries. Assume user ID is, so your name, so assume whatever it is, user ID is AUC and nature of transaction is rent. Okay, so assume you are processing the salaries. AUX is common and salaries is getting changed. Okay, so AUX electricity. Okay, so this first three letters or four letters according to the username, it will indicate the reference who has posted this transaction. Okay, so who has posted this transaction, that will shows the person who has been posted the transactions, guys. Okay, that is called as a reference. Okay, so Oracle and PeopleSoft and Microsoft Dynamics, so they are using different format, that is batch name and journal number, guys. Journal number. Okay, see, in a day we are processing multiple transactions. In a day we are processing the multiple transaction. So batch name and journal number is a combination of user ID plus nature of transaction plus accounting period plus financial year plus journal number. Okay, so this is the formula in Oracle they used to use, guys. Okay, so this is the formula they use in Oracle. So Oracle, it is a combination of user ID, nature of transaction, accounting period, financial year, and journal number. Okay, so assume, for example, as we discussed above in SAP rent payment, so my user ID is CVK and the nature of transaction is rent payment, and assume we discussed how many accounting periods we have, guys. For every year, how many accounting periods are there?
12.
12 accounting periods. Example,
12 and 3.
August to July cycle we are following Now we are in January month. What is the accounting period, guys? Now, what is the, if you are following August to July, what is the accounting period here? P1 August, P2 September, P3 October, P4 November, P5 December, P6 January, P7 February, P8 March, P9 April, P10 May, P11 June, P12 July. Okay. Now, if example we are following the August to July cycle, what is the accounting period I need to update here? What is the accounting period I need to update, guys? What is the accounting period, guys?
August.
Now we are in which month?
February.
February will be
P7.
which accounting period I need to
P7.
update here? We need
7.
to update P7. Okay. And we are following the, now that is, what is the financial year cycle? F26. That is FY26, financial year 26, journal number 1. I'm processing the first transaction in a month. We will update as firm. Okay. So example, the next transaction, salary payment. So what is, did accounting period will changes, guys? Did
No.
accounting will changes? No. Financial year will changes? No.
No.
So what will changes? What is the number I need to update here?
Zero.
Journal.
1 or 2?
2, sir. 2.
Okay. So the next transaction, assume electricity charges. What is the accounting period? P07, Y26. What is the number?
303.
03. Okay. So if anyone new person also view this transaction, they can easily tell that if they have some doubt in this particular journal entry, which is posted in the system, they can go and update the ID in the Teams, like Microsoft Teams or WebEx or whichever it is using, guys. Okay, whichever the channel of communication we are using in the companies. Most of the companies are using Microsoft Teams. Some companies are using WebEx meetings, like they have with different channels of communication, yes. So according to that, if they update their ID, automatically they come to know that the person who has posted. So if they have doubt, they can reach out to you and they say that is related to. So if you clarify that, that will be well enough to resolve the audit for. Okay. So as everyone knows that we need to keep the audit, like whenever we are working in any of the company, guys. Okay.
Okay.
So as an audit requirement, we need to keep the last 7 years records at any point of time. Even for the last year journal also, the auditors, if you posted and if you're working in working in the same company, they will come and ask for the backups. We need to show the backup. So even in the latest interview, one of the PwC interview guys, one of the manager asked a question. So example, your senior manager has reached out to you. He given one of the scenario, guys. So senior manager reached reach out to you to process a journal entry journal entry for 1 lakh, but but the backup report is showing only 10,000. So he told to exclude the backup, exclude the backup and process for 1 lakh. So he given the same question, guys. The question is, your senior manager has reached out to you. He's telling there is one journal entry to be recorded. For that journal entry, the backup is showing 10,000. So what is the backup? Example, you made a payment. So payment, if you made a payment, what is the proof for the payment, guys? Bank,
ID.
bank or that reference number, bank statement, whatever it might be. So same way, there is one backup. That backup is showing 10,000 rupees, but the manager is reached out to you and he's stating that need to process the transaction for 1 lakh rupees. So will you process this transaction because he's a high level senior manager and you are reporting to him? So as per the manager request, can we process? It's a very important question. Can we process the transaction for this? Yes or no?
No.
No. No.
Answer is a no, guys. Even the CEO of a company reach out to you and stating that kindly process a transaction without having a supporting backups. No transaction is to be processed, guys. Okay, no transactions are processed. So if the value, let's keep on mute. If the value of the money, if the value of the money is below 10,000 rupees, guys, uh, even the companies are accepting with the minor bills. Okay, if the value is cost more than 10,000, obviously nowadays the companies are making a digital payments. No companies are allowing cash payments, and without having a proof and evidence from the bank, they're not recording the transactions. Yes, understand? So that for those kind of identification of any this kind of issues in any mistakes in the transaction, this reference will play a vital role in understanding who has posted the transaction, guys. Clear? Is understand?
So,
Is clear? Okay. Yeah. So this is about the reference, guys. Okay, this is about the reference, and so we need to update that accounting period, guys. We discussed that accounting period is the same. Like we need to update one. There is one option called in Oracle. There is one option called period. So here we need to update P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So even in the daily team meetings and when the client calls is happening, so they always discuss the reports using the like accounting period conversation, guys. They used to tell, can you download the report for P5 FY26? Can you download the report for P10 FY26? Can you download the report for P12 FY26? So nowhere they will call us, can you download for January? Can you download for Feb? Can you download for March? So we need to be understand according to the accounting period cycle. So whether it is Jan to December or August to July or April to March, according to that, we need to decide if it is P1, what will be P12, what is. Is clear? That is about the accounting period. And financial year, you always you know that. So FY 2026 is the financial, according to the financial calendar, the financial calendar will decide. Yes, understood?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. See, and this is about the basic parameters. If you want to process a transaction, what are the important points we need to be updated? So we discussed company code first, account code next, cost center next, and cost center next, cost center versus profit center, profit, profit center, profit center. Then if it is we having SAP posting keys and debit and credit amounts we discussed, and there is one important thing we need to discuss, that is document, long text, long text, and we need to update, we need to update document type, that is nature of transaction. Okay, document type, document date, posting date, translation date, reference, okay. So these are the basic parameters which we discussed from the beginning, guys. Company code, accounting code, posting key, document type, document long text, document date, posting date, translation date, reference. And we discussed about currency. Currency is the very important parameter which will decide. Okay. See, now let's see how the transaction first it will be processed. See, any transaction is processed in such a way that, see, example, every company will update the transaction details in Excel, guys. First, they will update in the Excel. Using their uploaders, we have many uploaders for each company. So, according to their license
The
purchase,
screen is not visible for me.
is it visible for everyone or only for him?
For me, it's visible.
It's
Any
visible.
reason?
It's visible, sir.
For me also it is
Okay,
visible.
fine. See, guys.
No,
So,
there on the mail.
like this, there is a accounting. There is one Excel file. Is in this Excel file, we need to update the parameters what we discussed now. Okay, company code, account code, cost center or profit. So if it is specifically using SAP, we need to having that is okay. Let's keep on mute. Posting keys. Okay, so posting key is what is the posting key for debit, guys? Posting key for
40.
40. Okay, so here we will update as 40 and here we will update as 50. Okay, and this amount also will be updated here if you are using SAP. And the next parameter here in this place there will be a amount. Okay, and here we will update it as currency. So which type of currency? Assume it is a local currency we are processing for India. So what is the currency? It is INR we need to
INR.
update. Okay. So document date, document date, posting date, posting date, translation date, translation date. So here document date, assume today the transaction is happened today itself. We will update 6 to 2026. Okay, document date. Okay, and this is related to posting date. So today only we are posting the transaction, so we'll update as posting date. So this transaction is a local currency transaction. Do I need to update the translation date, guys?
No.
Transaction date is updated for only foreign currency transaction. This line item will be blank. No need of updating the translation date. Okay, translation date, no need of updating. Okay, and we need to update one another parameter, that is reference. Okay, so assume what is this entry it's related to, guys? What is this entry related to? Is it a salary or what? Five double zero one is related to what, guys? Rent. Okay, it is related to rent. Okay, we will update as rent. I'm telling in SAP, guys. Okay, and if it is, then we have document long,
100.
document text. So document long text is also called as narration to each and every line item. Okay, narration to each and every line item. So whatever the transactions we are posting, for every transaction there will be one narration. Okay, so in our studies we discussed being goods purchased, being goods sold on credit, being goods are returned. So like this, for every transaction we are updating. So the here see there is one option called as document text. So what is this text is related to? It is a for each transaction for every line item that will initial balance load. Okay, see they're transferring to example. This is a 1 minute. Let me open and show you how the document long text will be updated. Okay, guys. See here, this is the bank statement. It's been happened. See, for every line item, they are updating the document long text. Okay, how it will be updated? Let's see, guys. Okay, so this is the report which we have with us, and here this is the report. So, what is the report? It is been for 2025. What is the amount? It is, guys, 5 lakhs 5,360. 5 lakhs 5,365 is the, this is what it related to. It is related to one of the company's bank statement, accounting statement details for Asia. What is the bank name? Citibank. What is this bank is located? This is located at New York. Okay, so where this branch is located? Okay, this is the location of that particular branch. And what is the account number? This. Okay, and which currency that the amount is, this particular transactions are happening here?
USD.
USD transaction. Okay, USD the transactions are happening. Okay, and see this is the bank reference. How the document text is been updated for this particular line item. Let's see. So this is the line item. The transaction is happening USD currency. What is the local currency for this? ERS. Okay. See here. How they have been updated the document long text. Okay. See they have been updated. Let's go to the bank statement. What is this bank statement? It is, so they have been transferred the amount on same day. They have been transferred the amount on same day. So that are 279 plus 279 plus. See here, they have been updated. Transfer. What is the vendor name here? To whom they're transferring the money, guys?
Routine, and anonym.
Name.
Routine.
Yeah. See, they have been updated the vendor name here. Okay. 279 plus. That indicates the bank details, guys. 297, 279, right? So that will be indicates the bank details. So they have for their identification, they will maintain one code that will be called as 279. But see what is this line item is related to, from whom they to whom they transfer the money, they transfer to this particular vendor. Okay. So like this, for every transaction, they will update one reference that will help for the document long text that will consist of the details of the complete details of the nature of transaction. So example, we are processing the transaction for which transaction it is rent. So now I need to update the rent for the month of February 26. So if anyone can see this particular report, they can easily say that this amount is related to rent. Guys, understand? It's clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is related to rent. They can easily classify that as a rent, guys. Okay. So and we need to update. See, we discussed. See, guys, this company code will be common, and this profit center we discussed already, and cost account number we discussed. This assignment and document number will be auto generated according to the sequence of the transactions. Like example, we are processing multiple transactions in the bank. Even if you make 10 rupees payment, there is one transaction ID. How it will be generated? Do we updating any transaction ID manually while making the payment?
No.
So it will be auto generated from the system according to the sequence of transactions happening on the day-to-day basis. The transaction ID will be generated here also according to the document which you uploaded. according to the number of transactions which is posted by the, not only by you, many people are posting, like according to your document sequence, the document number will be updated. That will be used to if you have transaction ID, we can easily find what is the transaction is related to, right? So same way, using this document number, we can easily find. So document type we discussed. So we have document type and validate, entry date. This is posting date.
Posting.
Sir, how to identify document types? Sir?
Document type
TB.
TB is mainly for transferring the balances they will use. Okay. So that will be given, like they have around 44 document types in SAP, guys. How many document types? 44 document types. Okay. Like for R2R, we are processing only SA and SB. So if they're processing and they updated that document type as TB, that is mainly done by the other teams. So did this particular bank is only used by R2R? No, it will be processed by AP, AR, P2P, O2C teams. So even they used to process the transaction for this particular bank. So this final report is showing with this particular balance. Okay, if required, I will send you the total list of document types which is there in SAP, guys, after this class. Okay, fine. Okay. So, and validate posting date we discussed, and posting key we discussed, document currency we discussed, and this is a reports which is generated by the system automatically, and this offsetting account also will be generated automatically by the system. And this document text we discussed, that is long text, and amount in local currency, this, guys. Okay, so these are the various important parameters which we need to be updated while processing the transaction, guys. So if we update and using the uploader is nothing but the transaction will be auto, like if you upload directly, it will not take it out. So for every software, they will buy some data uploaders internally. It is an application. Okay, it will be purchased from the different software companies. So using that, the data will be migrated from this Excel to SAP. So it will automatically upload the transaction. Once after uploading, one document number will be generated. Using the document number, we can process the transaction. Okay, so this is the basic details which we need to be updated while processing the transaction, guys. Okay, so this is about the transaction processing. And let's see how we used to get the request. Okay, so normally how we used to get the request. Okay, so normally how the journal entries are processing in the system, guys. Journal entry, preparing, and okay, so it includes the 3 stages, guys. For every company, there is a 3-stage process. One is in preparation, in approval, in posting. This is the 3 stages: in preparation, in approval, in posting. See step one. So step-by-step process of journal entry, journal preparation, and posting. So first important step one is we are in India, they are in out of India. Okay. Do we know what is the transaction is happening? Yes, do we know what is the transactions are happening there?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Based on document, we have to do that.
Hello. Yes, is it possible? Do we know what are the, if you are in India, you are working in the same company, you know what are the transactions are happening. You are in out of country, is it possible to identify what are the transactions are happening?
No.
No.
No. No.
No. So what will happen? We always get a request via email. We always get a request via email, guys. Okay, we always get a request via email. Okay, so the client will identifies the transaction. So there is one person. They will not hire many people to do the accounting in their location. What they will do, they will identify. They will hire only few people in that particular location. They will identify the transactions happening in the day-to-day basis. Okay, so example, today there is one transaction is happened. What they will do, they will identify the transaction. They will give the backup details. So we made it. Yes, can you keep on mute? We made a rent payment for one of the vendor. Okay, so kindly process the transactions. Okay, so kindly process the transaction for that particular vendor. Okay, so like that, the client will identify the transactions and send the details to us. Okay, so first important step is client will identify the transactions, that is journal entries, and send a request to us to process the transaction in the books of accounts. Okay, books of accounts. First important parameter, first important step is the client identifies the journal entries, guys. Okay, and send a request to us to process the transaction. Like, yes, keep on mute. There is a lot of disturbance. Satish, there is a disturbance, man. Don't unmute. Okay, fine. See, once the client identifies the transaction, the next step is, okay, so client send a request. Okay, so how they used to send a request is a very important thing. So if you go to mortgage or if you go to any healthcare process, what will happen there? There is one software. In that software, if you are processing the clients will getting uploaded there. So you will pick that client and you will do the workings and you will submit for the approval. Correct? Yes, is the same way it will work. Even in the mortgage, the loans will be updated in one software according to the loan number. From there, we will pick and we will do the upload. Okay. So, but here, not like that. Okay. But here, not like that. Guys. Okay. So, client will identify the journal entries and send a request to us to process the transaction in the books of accounts. To process the transaction in the books of accounts. Okay, so the second step is okay, so once the client identifies and send a transaction, how they is to send a request, always we will get a request via email, guys. There is no any software where they will upload the transactions and we can track. There is no such kind of things. We always follow the email because email serves as a source of document. So client will send always the transaction via emails only, guys. So we always get a journal. Client will identify the journal entries and send a request to us to process the transaction in the books of account via email. Okay, so we need to keep track of all the emails on day-to-day basis. Okay, so sometimes they will send. So I faced one of the issue, guys, in while I'm training to the new people in the company. So example, for one of the entity, they created one group mailer ID, guys. Okay, did you understand, right? Single mail ID and we have group mail ID. Yes, did you heard about the people who are working? Did you seen about the group mail ID?
Yes.
Like how we have WhatsApp group, same way
Yes.
they will create one group mail ID. Under that, they will add the users. They will add the users. Like we are many people, they will add the users. So what happens, so there is one request. Example, I'm processing the transaction for Taiwan. So client has did not send a mail to me. they send a mail to Taiwan group mailer ID. Taiwan group mailer ID. Assume they have been created Taiwan at the rate of Accenture.com. Assume it is the group mailer ID they have been created. Okay, group mail ID they have sent a request to this particular mail ID, and the person who is processing the transaction, she has not been not identified, and she's telling, sir, I did not receive the request for me, it is required for group mail, I thought it is not related to me. Okay, so if you let's see, as I told you, in the real time the work will be allocated according to the entities, like 3 entities, 4 entities, 4 branches, 5 branches. If any request is getting from for your particular entity, that is for your for your location which you are working, you need to supposed to work on that case. Okay, so even the mail ID is coming to this particular mail ID, kindly check whether that request is related to you, and you need to process. Okay, it's clear about this point? It's clear? Okay, so we always get a request via email, guys. We always get a request via email. So the second step is, once we receive the transaction, we receive the transaction, kindly check check the backup details. Backup details. Okay, so once we receive the transaction, kindly check the backup details. Backup details. Okay, so that is journal amount or matching with backup versus backup details. Backup details. So just now we discussed, so we got one request for rent to post one rent journal, that is 1 lakh. So 10,000, bank statement is showing 1 lakh rupees. Okay, can we process the transaction? So the bank, whatever the payment they have been attached, so that is showing 1 lakh rupees, and the rent journal is showing 10,000 rupees. Can we process this transaction?
No.
No.
No. So sometimes they mistakenly, due to typo errors, in the journal they updated 10,000, and in the bank statement they updated. In bank statement is showing 1 lakh. So you reach out to the particular person who is sitting in the particular location. So he told that, sorry, it's a mistake. Kindly get it corrected and post. Can we process that case? You reach out to him in the Teams, and you had a called him, and you explained the situation, this is happening in this level. He told that it's a mistake from my side, can kindly process. Can we process this transaction?
No,
No.
Vinay.
So we need to ask the revised email guys. Okay, so if any discrepancies,
Vinod, you are unique.
okay, sorry. So local currency transaction, foreign currency transactions, and multi-currency transactions. So multi-currency is nothing but combination of all the currencies. So we need to check which type of currency transaction it is. Okay, so once we check the transaction nature, then the step 5 is, okay, update the, so if you're specifically using Oracle, guys, I'm telling, if you're specifically using the Oracle, kindly kindly download the ADI templates. So only for Oracle application, there is a template, guys, which need to be downloaded from the Oracle. So they will say that where you need to be downloaded. Okay. So for every, we need to log in with user access, and there is one option of downloading the template. There will be downloaded. So the templates are three types. Okay. So if it is a local currency template, local currency ADI template, foreign currency ADI template, foreign currency ADI template, and multi-currency ADI template. Multi-currency ADI template. Okay. So we need to download the three types of templates. Okay. So multi-currency, foreign currency, local currency. So if the request is got for local currency, which template we need to download, guys? Yes, which template we need to be downloaded if we got a request for local currency?
ADI template.
Local currency need to be downloaded. If you got a request for foreign currency, we need to download the foreign
template.
transaction has both local and foreign. So in such cases, multi-currency template to be downloaded. Guys, if specifically using Oracle, this is. If not, no need of downloading any template. There is a common Excel file. In Excel, we can directly upload the details as I shown you earlier. Okay, clear? So if not Oracle, kindly update the journal details in the Excel file, like account code, company code, doc document type, posting key, amount. Okay. uh, Reference, currency, document date, posting date, translation date, and document long text. So as we discussed now, like that, according to the client sender request, we need to update the details. So once the details has been updated, the next step is step 7. Once the details has been updated in the system, that is Excel file, uh, using the uploaders, upload the data. Yes, this uploaders is not common in for all the application, guys. According to the company's licenses, they will buy. So every company it will changes. So once you join, they will tell how you are uploading. So if you are using Oracle, no need of buying any separate things. And I could see that if SAP is commonly using now, SAP World, which is used to upload the data. So that is SAP. So like that, for every application, there is some uploaders. Using that uploaders, using this if you upload this Excel file into this uploader, the uploader, what the application will do is they will interface the data from Excel to SAP. What are the parameters is there? Account code, document type, document text, long text, those things all will be updated in the packet. It's clear? Understand this? Yes, understand?
Yes, Vinay.
So once the uploading is done, the document number will be generated. So step 8. So once it is been done, document number will be generated. Document number will be generated. So kindly update the document number. Kindly update the document number and send for manager approval. So to whom we need to send, guys? We need to send for a manager. So once, so we need to send this entire Excel file to whom? We need to send to the manager. So once the manager is approved, then we can take a look on that and we can process the transactions. Okay. So once you are uploading, it's not a complete posted, guys. So just you uploaded the data, you not posted it. So before posting every transaction, that has to be approved from the manager. So this Excel file along with the document number you are sending to the manager, what the manager will do, he or she will log into the system. They will check the document number, they will check the journal details. If everything is accurate, then they will give the approval in the email. Then you can log into the system and post. Okay. So once manager reviewed and approved, reviewed and approved, reviewed and approved, approved, kindly log in and post the transactions. So once it is posted successfully, kindly send a posted screenshot to the requester stating that the transaction is posted successfully. Okay, successfully. So we need to confirm via email, guys. Oh, okay. Once it is posted, the person who has requested from the client side, we need to confirm that the transaction is posted successfully. Guys, understand? So this is the process of performing the transaction from step 1 to step 2, guys. So if any mistakes has been identified by the manager here, that will be reviewed and he or she will send a mail. So there is a mistake has been done in this particular transaction. Kindly check and get it validated. Okay, clear? It's understood.
Yes, very good.
It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vinod.
So this is the step-by-step process of performing the transactions. This is a step-by-step process of performing the transactions, guys. Okay. So this is about the general processing, guys. We can see that in the real time, and also from Monday we can continue with the different related to the journal entries, guys. What are the various journal entries has to be posted, that we can discuss on the Monday, guys. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Vijay.